All right, everybody. How you doing out there? Tonight you have just me. Seems Mikey is at the Midwest Gaming Classic. I think that's what the C stands for. Saw some great pictures so far from the show floor. A lot of good pinball machines out there being played. Saw some cool other gaming stuff that I think Polo shot some pictures of. So, for those who didn't make it and are sitting here on the show, thank you for joining me. Appreciate it. Looks like I have got Gunther in the house, being all salty about not being at the show, and that Mike can't even dial into a live stream from the show floor. I know, right? What's up with that? I mean, you would do it, wouldn't you? You're probably doing it right now. You're probably at the show, and you are right now waiting to come on camera with me, aren't you, Gunther? I thought so. Everybody, see who else is in the show tonight. I got Todd Russell in the house. Thank you, Todd. Saw you play for the first time on our happy hour last week in the lobby. Thank you for joining us. Hope you had fun. Hope you have fun tonight. We got Meatball Saucy. We got Al. We've got RB Wings too, probably still asleep. Wake up, dude. Wake up. I know it's been all day at the Microbrewery Festival, but wake up. Let's see who else we got here. Benji Games too. Good to see you. You could care less about the show. I hope you're talking about the Midwest Gaming, classic, not my show. Goodness gracious. Papa Brad in the house. What is the game tonight? Chief. So today I have Chief. All right, I'll dig that. Little hello out there to Gunther, Slayer, T Slayer in the house, as is Adam Kolb. Ah, good. For a second, I thought you were dissing me on the show. I mean, I'm used to Gunther doing that. I'm not used to anybody else dissing me live on the show. PK Bullets, thanks for joining us, man. Been watching UFC as always. Okay, well, hey, you can do a couple things at once, can't you? Little love out there from Saucy to everybody. Friends. All right. Well, guys, we got a lot to talk about tonight. I'm going to be pimping some AtGames stuff that came out that I thought was cool. And by the way, I want you guys to all know, yes, this show is sponsored by AtGames. I need to go flag that in YouTube again. I haven't even edited the videos, thumbnails so far. But this is sponsored by AtGames, but we have our freedoms to say and do what we want. And so I hope you guys know that the kind of stuff I talk about on here may be kind of the same format that I have on my screen every day or every week, but it's stuff I find interesting. I hope you guys do too. I could always go ahead and change this around if you guys want. Maybe a little more of something else, a little less of something else on the show. You let us know what you want before the happy hour. But let's go ahead and kick it off by looking at last week's happy hour. So, leaderboard was for a Cloud Pinball, blue versus pink. Kind of a odd game because it lets two players play at once. One player can be the right flippers, one can be the left. And also keep score based upon what happens on what side of the screen. Very, very awkward to keep score of, but still, it's a two-player pinball game. So here's how things went. Al put up 245,000 OMG. Meatball Saucy came in close at 210. PK Bullets got 169. MCAP kept himself in the top 5 with 167. Bobby won at 160. I snuck in at a $1.42 after several attempts. Rebel got in at 116. Orion's Dream 110. These are all thousands, by the way, if you're not looking at the screen. L Duck Duck 106,000. And rounding out the 100,000 club, Mako Mar 336, putting us himself in the 10th position, knocking out No Quarter OG. By the way, dude, No Quarter, why did you change your name? It really messed up reporting. Trust me. Literally, I was told I had, one more person in the games than I did because they had No Quarter and they had OG. I know, you didn't know that, but for some reason they should not allow commas inside the names. Really messes up reporting because we all play with Excel and use comma delimited files. Yay! All right, who else in the house? Nope. Everyone else? Wait, hold it. Are you saying that wasn't you playing? Maybe back up. So Gunther, the Gunther OG let's see. The No Quarter OG, that's not you that's in there? I'll have to look at my friends list to see how that looks. All right, Matt's in the house. Good to see you, Matt. All right, so that was the top 10, actually the top 16, everybody that was there from last week. And let's go ahead and talk about, let's see here, week 9 results and the season so far. So, unfortunately, week 9, I was able to, can I put myself on here at the same time? No, I can't. That's just lame. All right, whatever the heck. Week 9 was a little weak. Pun intended. I only had 26 unique players in the room besides me and Mike. So almost half what we had the week before. Don't know what was it good weather? Not sure. But I'm hoping that next week when I show this report, you guys make me have to cut it off somewhere because it's way too many people. So we'll see how it goes. I'm curious how summer is going to play out for everybody's time. So last week, let me go ahead and make this full screen so I can not get that part cut off. Bobby 1 came in with 6 points. Rebel came in with 5. Meatball Saucy 4. Mako Mar 336 at 3. Todd Russell 3. Al got in with 2. Same with KM Quick, L Duck Duck, and Orion Dreams and PK Bullets. And then Barry came in with Barry 369 NC starts off my 1-pointers. So anybody else above that line either participated by playing with me and Mike, beating us in a game, or placing top 10 in the leaderboards. After that, let's go ahead and take a peek how the Season 1 looks now after all of that. Rebel took a week off, as you can see in that right column there. Number of weeks played consecutively. Actually, not consecutively, total in the season. Bobby is 9 for 9. Rebel and Meatball Saucy are 8 for 9. And Rebel is down by a point. So right now, Bobby is in the lead to get himself that Core Plus at the end of Season 1. We've got 4 more weeks to go. And depending upon if Mike is playing in the lobby or not, you're going to get anywhere from 4 to 6 points every week. So show up, see what you guys can do. Put your numbers on the leaderboards. Always hard to peek at chat when you're the only guy here. All right, see. Gunther claims he is just no quarter. All right, well, will the real no quarter please stand up? Please stand. Did I just do that? Did I just pull an Eminem? I just dock me my pay for today. It's just horrible. Yeah, it was a good job to everybody who played. Running new Ethernet cable, no Wi-Fi will do on the ALU. I agree with you, Todd, especially for Cloud Pinball. God. Oof. Good morning, RB Wings. Hey, Rich Waddell, how you doing today, man? I'm going to have to ask, no quarter, how do you change the scoring mid-season to, I don't know. We'll see. So far, you guys still the top 3 there. And Saucy, if you were to play every single week, beat me in a game every single week, I think mathematically you could come in second. I don't know how Rebel and Bobby would have to stop playing the entire rest of the season. So we'll see how that goes. You played last... Okay. It depends how close you are and if the Wi-Fi signal's good. I know these I think are using 2.4 gigahertz, and if you don't have a clean 2.4 gigahertz, life sucks. A lot of times on my mesh network, I have to go ahead and turn off the 5 gigahertz long enough for things to pair, especially if they're related to Apple HomeKit and stuff. All right, let's see what is going on. Let's talk about our boys at AtGames in general. Well, first, let's see here. Let's go for winners. Last week's winners. So last week when we ran the Wheel of Names, we got 2 winners up here. First one was Jeeps Junction. That was for participation. And Rellyfish 80 was my winner for being in the top 10. With that said, let me go ahead and pull up ye old Wheel of Names and get us ready. I probably should have, pulled that up earlier. What was I thinking, huh? I must have been sleeping it off myself. All right, so let's look at participation for week 9. There we go. That looks about right. And let's share that with you guys. Get rid of this. And let's start picking the winners for last week's play. Skiddly bebop loop. All right, I'm going to peek over here, see if that's showing fine for you guys. It appears to be. I've already removed out anybody who's won a prize for participation in the past. So let's go ahead and spin that wheel. All right, I am showing Gamer Nix gets one for participation. I know you've won one in the past for being in the top 10, but it's legit that you're able to win one for participation, so congratulations. Gotta make sure I remember that. And let it pull up the next wheel for those in the top 10. Top 10, wheel 9. All right, so I've pulled out everybody who's won in the top 10. And let's see who is going to be the big winner tonight. Wow, can it get any closer to the line? Mako Mar 336, big winner of a month of Arcade Net. Congratulations, buddy. And so that is our 2 winners from last week's game playing. It was so close, wasn't it, Bullets? I mean, it was like sitting there going, just almost. Yeah, the wheel, buddy. I haven't found a better way to do this, and the wheel works well, especially because you could save multiple wheels and things like that. Congrats to Nix. Agreed. Woohoo! Yeah, buddy. There you go, man. Yeah, it was so close, wasn't it? So, Meatball, you and I, maybe we should talk about putting a pool together and see if we can chip in for our friend in the Discord, get him a month of play. All right. Did we ban Vader? No. Vader's got to play, buddy, in order to get on the board here. Let me. I'm going to actually pull up the spreadsheet, and we will find out when the last time Vader played with us. 'Cause I don't think he has done much on Happy Hour time. But as you will see later, his name is out there on some other things. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Vader's busy on Saturdays. That's why I haven't seen him. But, now he's got me wondering, so I'm going to pull up the Happy Hour score tracker. And I may even share this with you guys so you can get an idea of, we talk about how many people have shown up versus, how many are playing and winning. Let me go ahead and clean this up a little bit. You guys might find this interesting because it's a heck of a lot of people who've only played with us once. So we are sharing a screen. We are sharing Excel. All right, let me move that over a wee bit and see how that looks on the screen for you guys. Looks like it's semi-readable. Let me see if I can make that full screen, if it'll help at all. Not a darn bit. Okay, well, fine, be that way. All right, so let's scroll down this list and see if Vader has played with us. You might see your name on this list. Oh, let me go ahead and kick off that comment. There we go. It's easy when somebody's producing and the other person can do comments. Going down the list, a lot of names I don't recognize. And you can see on the right-hand side here, they've only played for 1 week. So these probably folks have not been in the show, just, went on there and played around them, just all on their own. Let's see, let's go down to the V's. Yeah, see, there's that discrepancy. I got no quarter OG and no quarter. Interesting. All right, rocking down here. See if we got Vader in the mix. Vader played 1 week. So we did get a little Vader action on week 4. And on week 4, what did he do? Let's see here. He got a couple of points, didn't he? I do not have this sorted, do I? There he is. Participation and top 10. All right, enough talking about Vader. But we love you, buddy. Hope to see you in some more happy hours. See what you guys have had to say since I've been here. Out and about Saturday nights. Yeah, I wish I was, young and able to go out. I do know Vader is with MCAP over at the game convention. Saw some pictures. Let's see, Endless in the house. Good to see you, buddy. I'm having a good night. Hope you are too. Matt, I'd play with if I didn't have to watch. Oh man, yeah, I got the grandkids mostly full time, but I get them to bed before the show starts on Saturday nights. So, but yep, hope to see you playing soon, buddy. Thanks for joining the show, though. All right, so we've done the winners. Let's talk about what are we playing this week. I've spoiled it a wee bit. It's probably sitting on the marquee behind me. We're going to play Tempexx, a Cloud Pinball game. All Cloud Pinball games are free to play if you don't have a subscription yet. Although you only get 1 hour to play with a free tier of ArcadeNet, but at least you get a chance to try it out. Still trying to see if I can get them to leave that wide open for happy hours. So that's what's going on with us tonight. It's got a very 80s feel. If you listen to the music and look at all the stuff on it, even has what looks like a version of Tempest running in the middle of the game, hence why it's called Tempexx. So looking forward to playing some of that tonight. I know Saucy said he's going to. Hey, there's a good one. Let's play against the other guy and see who gets to keep the name. And Gunther, there's not much I can tell you about that player. I just know when he came on and saw that. So, Shoeshine in the house. Good to see you. Yeah, it is a future pinball table. I do believe all the tables on the Cloud Pinball are future pinballs. Stuck ball bug. I'm not aware of it. Hope that doesn't happen. It is playable on ALP. Be back up. Yes, Gunther. While the lobby is not on the ALP yet, you can play the Cloud Pinball games in ArcadeNet. So, and it will count. Now, since you weren't here and some other people may not have been, let's talk about Cloud Pinball and ArcadeNet scoring in general and leaderboards. Cloud Pinball will only send the score when you leave the game. That's usually the case for most of the games on ArcadeNet because they're in the lobby because they're in the cloud. 2, if you're playing a multiplayer game, only the host of a game in the lobby will get credit for a score if that is a leaderboard game. So if we're playing, I don't know, Alpha Mission one of these days, weeks coming up, if you're playing a 2-player game, only the host will get credit for the score. The guest will not. So a couple things just to be aware of there. But yes, you can use ArcadeNet on the ALP to play the Cloud Pinballs. Your score will go up. However, you don't have all the interaction in the lobby for anything else. All right, let's see. We haven't had too much lag on the pinball tables. I usually keep it down to low quality. You are right, Saucy. VPX what is written in. So shame on me. It's weird though because I don't think it says VPX when it launches, but I know Tempexx does say Future Pinball when it launches. Cannot nudge the ball out of the reactor sometimes. Okay, interesting. Keep my eyes open for that. It does play pretty good on the ALP, Todd. I agree with you, man. No, you like I said, if you want to play it tonight, buddy, to put a score up, I'm going to play it on the ALP. I'm going to go right over there, go to ArcadeNet, and play with some Tempexx on there, put my scores up. Then I'm going to go into the lobby and start playing some other games with everybody else. So you play where you want to play it. All right, we're doing pretty good here on time. Let's talk about what's been happening lately in the land of AtGames. Last week was the last week of their Season 4, and they gave away the usuals, ArcadeNets, as well as Core Pluses. Got, let's see, 1, 2, 3 Core Pluses given out and a whole bunch of arcade nets. One of our buddies from Discord, Anti-Hero, won it for being on the leaderboards last week. The arcade net leaderboards, as a matter of fact. And let's see, the rest of the names I'm not very familiar with, but hope to see them in the lobby. And then there were the grand prize winners. We had a Gamer Mini with a pinball kit, won by Robert Allen, and this was solely for being subscribed to the official AtGames pinball fan page. How easy was that? Went ahead and subscribed to that page, and boom, Gamer Mini the pinball kit. I think even for LPO specials, that's still $100 plus shipping. So cool, and congrats. And then Legends Ultimate Mini, aka the the black one, not the Tetris version, given out to Rooney Gus. That was a grand prize random pick from all the weekly leaderboard events. So kudos to the winners on that. Some pretty big prizes there. Let's see, Gunther, yeah, did you not see the score sheet earlier? We're doing points for hosting and playing against us. It's just that if two people get into a room, say you host, I don't know, squash. It's not really fair. You host a shoot 'em up, and I join, and I'm player 1, you're player 2, and it keeps score perfectly, and I somehow beat you in that game. You're going to get credit for that if it's a leaderboard game. So, but that conflict only happens on leaderboards, so don't worry about that. Let's see. If you can get through the Tempexx style missions, you score big points. Yeah, I've seen something about that. And thank you for hitting that like button, Endless. Anybody else who doesn't like that little thumbs up, just smack the heck out of it, man. Just smack that. Well, smack it once, but smack it really hard. All right. So now we know what happened last season. What is going on with Season 5 for AtGames? Looks like they're telling me a couple things. Well, first of all, Season 4. If you remember the community-generated content, take a picture of this, of that, send it in, whatever, dog day, cat day, family day, holiday. There's still going to be a big winner of that, and I think it's a Core Plus being given out for that. It's being voted upon beginning of next week, so there'll be an announcement probably during the week on Facebook or their Instagrams or everything else. I'll be sure to go ahead and throw it in the notes for next Saturday night for you guys to talk about. But one thing they told me about Season 5 is they have really raised the bar on prizes. I haven't done the math as to how much this adds up to. Sure, it's well over 10 or 12,000. They are talking about 130 months of arcade that will be given out. And by the way, this does not include happy hours. So any happy hours giving away prizes, those are outside of the scope. So this is just for the leaderboards and everything else that they do for their regular stuff. So 130 subscription winners. 42 people are going to win a Core Plus. Math in my head tells me that's $1.25 each. 4,200 plus another 1,000. Yeah, plus so that's about between $5,000 and $6,000 alone right there in Core Pluses. So that really raises the bar. 4 Legend Gamer Pros going to be given out, and then 1 ALU is what I'm hearing. Although somehow they're telling me there's 2 big prizes, like 2 ALUs happening during the whole season. Not sure that second one's going to, but yeah, that's a heck of a lot of prizes to be given out. What's up, Rebel? Good to see you, buddy. All right, and let's see, week 1. So what are we going to be doing on the leaderboards in week 1? And you're going to notice some new things in here we'll talk about when you see some of these images. Let's go ahead and look at the video first. All right, so you notice they kind of changed things up a little bit. We only have 2 pinball leaderboards and 1 built-in and 1 arcade deck. I do want to give a big shout out, by the way, to the person who provides all this content for us from AtGames. And if I butcher your name because I've never asked you to pronounce it, I apologize, young lady. Leanne, over in Taiwan right now is probably making pancakes for breakfast while listening to the show live. And I want to give you a big shout out for what you do for us, not just in the content, but in supporting us with reports and everything else. So big shout out for helping us out there. So let's kind of do an overview of what's going on here. And before I do that, I noticed in the show notes that they gave me that there's some extra stuff being given out. New bonuses, they call it. So 3 random participants from the leaderboards will have a chance to win a Gamer Pro at the end of the season. That's one of those probably 4 that we talked about earlier. And now let's look at these static images I have. So here you see the weekly leaderboards. I've got Black Hole, Black Belt 2018, Burger Time, and Alpha Mission. What we see underneath here, and there's our boy Vader, is the #1 top score of all time for these leaderboard games. Why are they putting that out there? They're setting kind of a bar for you guys to hit. And what do you get if you hit that number? Well, if you beat the all-time best score, they're going to help you throw your own leaderboards party play event. That kind of sounded like something Chuck E. Cheesy, but what that basically means is, the custom leaderboards that we do here for our show. Well, that is now going to be something you can win. You could go ahead and set up your own leaderboard event, your own game. And all you got to do is during one of these leaderboards, not just any time. You can't just go ahead and play Alpha Mission and beat Vader's score on, any day. It has to be the week that it is up as the weekly leaderboard game. So there is something you guys can shoot for. Let me see who else is in the house. Saucy. The Batman. I started watching that. Wife and I actually got first 2 hours done last night. Not going to be able to watch the 3rd hour tonight, but hopefully maybe tomorrow. Let's see. Good to be home. Yeah, if you've been out all day, I hear you, buddy. Let's see. Play. Shoot 'em head-to-head, rebel, I don't remember the name. The shoot 'em head-to-head game. Yeah, figure it out. You talk about like the one that's a sporty kind of shoot 'em game? Bang Beads or the Flip or whatever. Yeah, that Burger Time score is outrageous. So let's go ahead and see what else they gave me to shout out about. So I think they've let me break it down a little bit there. So here we go. Pinball, Black Hole, which is a Gottlieb table built into the ALP, as well as, I believe, available on ArcadeNet. Then you've got Black Belt 2018 Zachariah table. And again, pretty good high scores to go after there. And then for built-in leaderboards, we're going against Burger Time. Damn near 1 million from the big Lebowski. Jeffrey Lebowski put up $9.99 and $9.50 on that game. I'm telling you, I'm not even sure I've gone into 100,000 ever. So, congratulations. And Vader owning Alpha Mission at 85,160. So that is what we get to go for. I think I got one more video peek here. I do. And this is for something we liked a lot in the previous season that is back for season 5. And that is... All right, so Tato Tuesdays is back. I don't think they are doing the same thing with the leaderboard scores on that. Let me take a peek here. Nope. But they are playing on Tuesday all day a leaderboard for elevator action, both pinball and arcade style. So whichever you like, go in on that. You saw that there's going to be prizes given out for that as well. Take a peek at chat before I go back in. Of course I could talk about Tato Tuesday. Yeah. Oh, glad you're happy for it, Nix. Me too, man. Me too. So, what else do we got going on here? Oh, yes. So one thing I want to say is the social media aspect of their contest for the season doesn't exist in season 5. Season 5 is going to wipe that away. We're concentrating on leaderboards. So other than the community-generated content, there's not going to be anything extra you got to do. But speaking of that community-generated content, the first one is going to be show us your pinball rooms. So let's see, who owns more than one pinball machine? Mikey. So MCAP can go ahead and put up a cool, image with two ALPs next to themselves, side by side. And so, yeah, these pictures all do show AtGames products, so I don't think I can get away with, putting a couple of arcade one-up things next to them. So, but yeah, go ahead and show off your pinball room. And I'm sure the decorations and everything else count towards originality and, the votes. And one thing that I do want to say about that, first of all, this one is going to be running till May 26th. I've got the URL, the show notes on how to enter that. And then, dig this, no matter what they're doing throughout each month of this season for it, one random winner at the end of this season for submitting a picture of where you currently play pinball could win an ALU. Now, if you've got an ALP, you may already own an ALU. You may not. But I'm pretty sure that is still a heck of a prize, with the cost of shipping and everything else, for submitting a picture. So I know I'm going to submit several because even though I do this show, I am eligible for any other thing that AtGames does. So I will go ahead and be doing that. Could I use an extra ALU? In my room, probably not. Could I go ahead and, sell that or give it away as a big old gift? Yes. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure that my nephew would love to have that as a Christmas present. So I'm going to go ahead and be submitting lots of pictures. Saucy, I agree with you, buddy. Tuesday I work all day, then I get ready for our show. I literally sneak in a game of each, probably before or after our show. Hit them boards. I agree, man. Mitchell B in the house. Good to see you. Yeah, it's Tuesdays are, bad for me. I wish they weren't, man. Tell me about it. They're giving away 2 ALUs this season, the one for the community-generated contest and one for leaderboards. So that is some big prizes out there. Yeah, that's... Trust me, work got in the way of my fun times today. I solely was, I think I told you, Saucy, I wanted to set up my OBS streaming from the OTG computer on my ALP. I'm throwing out alphabet soup, aren't I? Wow, sorry about that. And then I also want to do some other stuff, kind of get my DOF Link stuff rocking on my my FX3 setup. Yeah, I did 0 today. I worked for the boss man, and then prepped for the show. And after that, it was take care of the kids because the babysitter went home. So totally know what it's like to have that going on. So besides that, what else can we talk about? We talked about earlier that there is a free tier of ArcadeNet, and every month they put out new games. So here are the 5 games that are being played for free on ArcadeNet this month. You've got Alpha Mission, one of our favorite shoot-'em-ups. Athena, as a platformer that was actually on the leaderboards last week. I placed. I know that. How good? I don't even want to talk about it. Actually, no. I may want to talk about it. It wasn't that bad. Maybe top 20. Mega Twins, Panic Road, and the Grand Sumo. Well, you know what? This does bring up a good point. let's look at that darn, because we talked about Athena, I think, on the show last week, because it was a platformer that I barely went about 10 feet on most of the time. And I actually got pretty darn far. By pretty far, I meant maybe 50 feet in the game during last week's adventures. So let's take a peek here, even though that's not really part of the normal rotation on my show here. Let's see what happened in last week's leaderboards. At this point, I'm going to share that screen and let you guys take a peek with me to see what the heck I am talking about, because I know I put a little effort in some of these last week. Let's see, there's the schedule. So let me see how that looks to you guys. Can I go full screen and make it better? Yeah, I will. You don't need to see my mug at the same time. So I'm going to go ahead and look at the expired ones so I can see last week. Not the fastest website. All right, so Zippybug and Zookeeper. Let's see how many of you guys put some scores on there last week. I know I put up some. Not the bestest, I will tell you that much. Let's look at the top 50s. So let's see. Got PK Bullets put up number 5 on Zookeeper. Anti-Hero put up 6 there. He put up 5 on Zippybug. Let's see. PK Bullets 12 on Zippy. Bobby 1, 13 and 7 respectively. Blue Strings. There's this new guy, New Quarter OG. 18 on both. Guthrie, we got to figure out who this person is. Hey, look. Dead last on Zippybug and next to last on Zookeeper. So yeah, I did not do so well on that. What was the other one we talked about? The Arcade Net, Athena. Let's see how that went for everybody, because if any of you played it, I'm going to see if you played it now. Let's see, top score 29,750 by Sid677. Let's see which names we see on this game, because I can't get that far in this. Gamer Nix, I want to hear you how you did it, man. Number 2, Red Shaman 3, Bobby 4, RB Wing 6, Anti-Hero down there at 10, me at 11. So I wasn't top 10, but yeah, I was close, man. PK Bullets put up a score. No Quarter OG, Todd Russell, Hyrule Dad. So some good names on there. But again, that game, I don't know what you guys think about it, but literally, I mean, I get down there, I get the wood club, then I get the the stone hammer, and now the stone hammer I could break blocks and stuff like that, but I did not get far at all. It is one of those that really didn't. Question, yes. Free tier, limited playtime. So it is 1 hour to my knowledge of playtime. Last time I did one of my test accounts, it was telling me I had less than 60 minutes of playtime left on the top of the screen. So that's about what I know about it. Let's see. Family loves ALP. Yes, that's cool, man. That's cool. RB Wings, I'll be here. Yeah, I'm here till 11 o'clock Eastern, so come play me. Mitchell B, everyone that comes over gravitates to the ALP. It is a fun magnet. Bobby did have a good showing, totally. All right, guys, so that kind of wraps up what's going down. I don't have anything else here in my queue, but let's just go ahead and talk one more time about how the scores work. And let's see here. So we look at week 9. So you get a point for just playing in the happy hour. Even if I don't see you, I'll get a report later. So, Santa Claus does know who's naughty and nice. Skip the 2 columns this week for playing and beating Mike, since he is over at the game show. But normally if you play Mike, you get a point. You beat him, you get another one. Same thing. Play me. You only get 1 point for playing me no matter how many times you play me. But, look for me in games like squash, goal. Not that much. I'm very bad at it. Touch and go, Bang Bead, Breakers Revenge. So a lot of games, and I usually announce them in Discord. So if you're not in our Discord, I got a URL in the show notes for you to join. And then again, if you place in the top 10 on the leaderboard games, you get a point. So, and I usually fight to get in the top 10 to make it even tougher for you guys to take up one of those slots. So this week you got a chance of winning a total of 4 points. Play me, beat me, and top 10. So let's do our best to get them points and see what we can do towards that season. Let me check the last comments we got going on here. If we're talking to Athena, yeah, that game is tough, man. If that thing was ever really on the arcade, I don't know how it made money, because some things frustrate you that you want to get a score, you keep putting quarters in. I would not be dumping corners in that thing, man. That thing would not be a quarter muncher from me. Yes, Saucy, I did mention that. And what I'm trying to do at least is to get, the happy hours to be not limited by time. But I'm looking at a couple of balances here. And this is where they kind of listen to us, what we're talking about. And that is, should the 5 games in the Cloud Pinballs be free unlimited amount of time, or a higher amount of time on the free tier? Giving people that unlimited does not make business sense to me. And so I agree with them on that. But maybe raise the number up, or, maybe for happy hours, since this is where they're really promoting to get you to see what can be done in the lobby and ArcadeNet. Maybe for those times, anybody can play any game. So I'm looking at a couple different options as to what can be done there to make it a more a better way to experience the lobby and the ArcadeNet, the online stuff for free, to convince you that it's worth the money. So totally hear you. Taking off that weekend off. Yeah, you are one below. Bobby is coming, is strong. So you guys got to find me and play me and try to get some extra points. Yeah, 1 hour is a little bit too little. Agreed. Yeah, just try it a little bit, man. Just try it. You'll like it. You'll come back and pay me for it, right? Yeah, man. All the cool kids are doing it. What did you just make me say, Saucy? Dear Lord. Yep, totally agree, guys. All right, so it's 8:57. How did I drag this out to be almost the entire 45 minutes all by myself? I don't know. But I do know I need to go ahead and get a refill on the water, because a little bit weak here. Yeah. So let's get a fresh drink. Maybe do whatever else you want to do to get ready for the happy hour. I charged up my Bluetooth headset, so I'm ready to chat with you guys in game. So I want to say thank you for joining me tonight in the show, and I will see you in the lobby for the next 2 hours. And I hope to see you guys on the leaderboards. Thank you very much.